All right, my twin flames, how is everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. The last week, at least I had a huge, terrible, hard night. Like one of those nights when you can't say that you're purging anything, but you just want to die. It's just like something happens, someone or something triggers you so badly that you just can't take it anymore. You just think it's the end of the world, and it's not that you think, it's just that you feel like everything's lost and you just gotta end everything. It's terrible feeling. It's terrible night that I had, and I thank God pulled through it. And then next day it's just, when things like that happen, you just have to pull through the night. You have it, and usually I say through the night because it usually happens during the night time, during the darkness hours. You really have to know that we love each other, that love will find you even when you have those darkest moments and you think nobody loves you anymore. That's not true. That is the worst illusion that devil is playing on you, and he wants to get you. And like someone once said, if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in any kind of or type of goodness, or if you are disappointed in God and you say, how can God allow this to happen? Just remember one thing: if you don't believe, then what's on the other side waiting for you? You have to know that you have to wait just for another dawn, and everything's gonna be fine. More than you think. Like, my night was so dark, and next day was so much contrast to that I could believe it, that it got so much better over just a few hours, from so bad to so good. And anyway, so that's why I wanted to say that, because if any of you are going through that right now, or you're not alone, and you are never alone. We are always with you in spirit, and the love of the people that love me, at the night when it happened, I felt like nobody loved me. Like, that was it. But next day things got clearer, and my angels came back. My beautiful angels from India came back just to cheer me up just next day, and everything turned out to be okay. Today video, I want to dedicate specifically to my twin, and by doing so, I want you to stay with me and take notes, and you will realize how you feel about your own twin, how you really feel, how much appreciation you have for them, and you have to especially do that now if at this moment you are still holding any grudge against your twin, if you're still mad at them for not being there for you, if you still yearn for them and miss them terribly, and you just can't take it anymore. Why are we waiting for so long, and why can't they approach, why can't they make that transition that is so badly needed by your heart and your soul? So this is the great time to refocus and find that silver lining on the journey that your twin is going through. You have to go and see that bright side of them that you right now may not be able to see, because of not so much of what they're doing to you, but what they're not doing, what you want them to do, but they're not doing. So, and that's where we actually are gonna find that fine line of paradox that is actually going to help you understand how much they do love you, how much it doesn't sound right to say that how much they love you. How the heck can someone love me if they're not showing anything, any sign of existence, or any sign of affection for me, any sign of effort to even be friends at some point? And that is the beauty of paradox. That is the beauty of realizing that other, perception of life And I'm not going to go deep into any philosophy right here. Just let me tell you from the experiences that you must have gone through and I've been through. Let's compare your twin to everyone else. And by everyone else, now I'm not going to talk about what most twin flame teachers out there are saying, that we are not to compare our twin flame relationship to other 3D or dunya relationships, meaning romantic or this or that. I'm not saying that, and they do not all agree on that also, because some teachers will tell you that yes, you're supposed to love your twin flame, yes, you're supposed to be happy together, yes, you're supposed to have fun and love and sensual relationship, yes. And some others will say no, you're not supposed to even, they go even that far to say you're not supposed to be in 3D together in dunya, you're only supposed to be in 5 and 4D together, and you're never going to reunite. And I'm not on that page when it comes to twin flame journey, but some people take that and some people take the other way, and I am not here to talk about any of those aspects. The fact is that twin flame relationship is not like any other relationship you have experienced, like a romantic relationship. That is the fact. When it comes to dynamics of twin flame relationship, when it comes to the way you met, the way you recognize it, the way you act, the way they act, the way it's deeper on 4 and 5D levels, the way you have telepathy together. Yes, it's not like any other regular relationship, although it is teaching you through that relationship to treat other relationships differently as well. Now, to learn, to awaken that other people in your life have certain meaning and depth as well. So no, I'm not going to talk about a relationship of twin flames being different. I want to talk about your twin flame being different than any other men. If let's talk here about women, and if you are male watching this, then stay tuned, because it doesn't really matter, like because you will relate to this just as well, just kind of like watching the photo in negative, just in reverse view, you will see the same point, you will learn the same lesson if you're watching this. The thing is, but I'm a woman, so I can view from my perspective and say men, and I'm straight woman, so I'm gonna say let's compare my twin to other guys out there. Okay, so boys, if you're watching this, just say let's compare my twin flame. If she's a female, let's compare her to all other females out there, and so you will understand what I'm saying here. So let's say your girls watching this, and let's compare your boy to all other boys out there. I'm gonna say from my experience, because we all have different experiences. Some of you have dated more than I have. Some of you have dated less than I have. Some of you interact with opposite gender more than I do, some less, but the point is same. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few examples. There's people out there who will promise you things, who will promise you relationship, who will even marry you, and in the end things are gonna fail. Okay, and it happened to many of you out there divorced. Some of you are not even married yet. So if you are divorced and and you've been through that, then you know what I'm talking about. Then some of people out there will come and manifest in your life and tell you everything that you always wanted to hear from your twin, by the way. But it is everything you wanted to hear, or generally you always wanted to hear. You always wanted to be told those 3 little words, those magic 3 little words, blah blah. I love you, They will say to you, "You're beautiful." They will call you cute. They will shower you with attention. And if that happened to you, then you know that in the end, all of those things either prove to be false all along, you know, or they were true at a certain point of time and then they just dissipate, they just evaporate, they turn out to be a mirage, just like you see lake in the desert and you come close and it's poof, it's nothing, it's illusion, you know. In the end, at least, it turns out just to be a bunch of bull, you know, for the lack of better words. You know, and then you will be experiencing someone offering you perhaps a long-term relationship or marriage, and then you figure out their deeper intentions are not as good as you thought or as they perceive to be. For example, someone will want to marry, like, let's say if you live in the United States, a lot of people will turn out to be interested to get married only for the papers, to get green card, to get citizenship. It happens a lot. Then people will get to uh, to approach you just for casual sex, and then there will be people who will be interested in you just because they're narcissists. They want to suck the living hell out of you. They want to take your energy. There's people with genuine, you know, feelings or attraction towards you, and they want to be with you. They want to take you places. They want to take you to their place. They want to, I don't know, do stuff with you. But deep down, either they really are replacing their own twin flame or something that matters to them in life, someone that mattered to them with you, or they're not, and they may not be aware of that because you're the twin flame, you're the one who is awake, and you should know that they're not your twin flame. They may not know that, but they may want to be with you every single moment, and you may mean a lot in their life, or they may be super attracted to you like crazy, which could, by the way, have to do a lot with your energy that is emanated from you as a twin flame. That super strong energy, it's attractive to people. It's not just your physical looks. You may be hot as hell, I'm not saying, but it has to do with energy. It pulls people towards you like crazy. They feel that you are magnetic power. So we talked about that before. That's why it's important that you merge with your twin in physical, in 3D, so that you can have the creative manifesting power with your twin, and also a power to awaken other people. But in the meantime, before you are with your twin, you are magnetically pulling people towards yourself. And that's also okay. That's one of the kinds of the relationships that you will run into on your journey. But, and then again, let's go back to booty calls. These are the most common ones, let's be honest. Whether you are super hot or average looking, there's so many, especially nowadays with social media and all that crap, there's so much going on, and there's so many casual things being offered to us. And I'm not telling you to take it or leave it or accept it or deny it to yourself. If you feel like doing it, do it. If you feel like not doing it, don't. You want to stay true to your twin, that don't do it. Whatever, you know your energy the best. But I'm just saying that there is people out there who will offer it to you, who will ask you to be with you. What I'm trying to say here, and I will only look at the perspective of my own experience, and you take the notes and compare the notes, is that my twin flame was never acting towards me as the F-boy, as he never treated me as a booty call, and he never did things that would degrade me in any way possible when it comes to relationship status. If he cannot be with me in complete and fully, he's not playing with my feelings. He never promised me anything that would later show as a total bull. He never ever had taken me for granted. He never had taken me anything less but the most serious thing in his life. So if he could not provide that much, which is everything, then he's not gonna settle for less. That's how I see and how my twin flame really is. He's not going to take a little bit of me or give a little bit of himself. He wants to go for all or nothing. He wants to give all or nothing. And if that's not love, I don't know. We all have a bad perception of love then. And that is the thing with twin flames. You have to change your paradigm. You have to change how you view things. And you have to understand that when someone loves you that much, I used to talk to my mom once. I said, my twin flame has what's called the ethics that are called abstract morality, abstract ethics, in a way that he would rather hurt me by not being with me than hurt me by any situation that would involve being with me but hurting me. And this what you see on the screen right now, if you take a look, is what my twin flame posted, I think second year after we met and recognized each other. And I'm quite sure now that he has recognized that I was his twin flame as well. But we don't have to necessarily label things with names, just that feeling that you are that one for you, for another person. So he posted this on his social media. And at that time, I was mad when I read that. I was like, I don't want to be a flower that's not picked up. I want to be flower in your hands. I don't get it. Why would you say that? But this is something Rumi said. If you love a flower, don't pick it up, because if you pick it up, it dies and it ceases to be what you love. So if you love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. Now, that doesn't mean that your twin flame doesn't really want to be with you, or that they will leave you to rot in that field as a flower, although you may feel that way sometimes, that they are letting you rot there. But you see, the time is not of an essence as you may think, as they force you to believe that the clock is ticking and it's making you nervous, as if that clock was gonna do I don't know what, like blow up and blow shit into your face or something. It's the point that you want to grow old with your twin, right? You want to get old with your twin. Well, if that's your point, then yeah, you will definitely get old with your twin, together with your twin, or separate from your twin, or you will be with your twin when you both of you are super old. And I'm just kidding here. I'm just saying that he or she knows they have the same clock in their house. They know. And they may seem not being anxious as you are to be with you, but that's not true. It's actually, they may be even more anxious than you ever would imagine. What they have probably, in 80% case scenarios, they already told you the reason why. Either they are busy with school, or they're busy with the spouse, or they're busy with their children, or they're different. They come from different culture, or they're different race, or they're different social status, or even could be different physical preference. Anything, whatever they told you, could be maybe that has changed, and there's another blockage, and there's another thing. But whatever it is, they're looking at it from what they see as realistic point of view, as prevention of you guys being together in a perfect union. They want best for you. They want perfect for you. That's what I'm trying to say. That is selfish. or cowardly from them. You could look at that from that perspective, or you could just say that their love for you, this is the form of unconditional love they're showing for you because they want you as much as you want them. And even in the case scenario where you did sleep with your twin, they, or should I say, they did sleep with you and then they withdrew and then they ran away, they became a runner. That still doesn't mean that you were just a booty call for them. It doesn't mean that you were just a one night stand for them, because uh, they realized they were gonna hurt you, or they realized that that's not what you deserve, and then they kept running, that they started running away. So they do think or feel that what they're doing is for your best and for their best. And let's look at that from this example. If your twin flame is married and they could turn you into their secret lover and cheat on their spouse constantly, then and if they're not doing that, then that's a sign of a true twin flame love. The other person in their shoes, the other person in that case or in that opportunity would take that opportunity, would do that to you. They would turn you into a second-hand person in their life. They would not care of long-term results of that. They would not think, they will just follow their lust. They will just follow their passion. Your twin flame are denying themselves for the sake of both. So that's that love that you have to respect and acknowledge it, whether you like it or not. It is what it is, and that's why it is. That's why I'm explaining to you, so you can understand your twin flame better and their perspective. And even if your twin flame is just running around and chasing a bunch of girls, my twin flame went through a period when he actually said on his social media that he's practicing for the best. And I actually accepted that, and people and one of his friends told me, you must be crazy, right? And I said, no, I'm actually happy that he's practicing for me. And that sounds crazy, but I've done similar things myself, just to think about times in your life when you did something like that. You've been with someone else so that you could be better for someone else, or you've done something sort of like a training exercise, emotional training, physical training, for the person that you really want to be with. And that sounds like ironic and crazy, and how could you be with another person for the sake of someone else? But you can, and we do. We're all humans. And what my twin flame, how he treated other girls, or maybe he became F-boy for other girls. I'm sure he did. Maybe he treated them as booty calls. But he didn't do that to me. And now more and more I realize that I respect and love him for that, for treating other people not bad, but just not as he would treat me, and that he would never do what he did to them to me and turn me into anything casual for himself. And when your twin, and if you know what I'm talking about here, then if your twin is with the karmic, that may sound paradox, ironic to you, but that person means less to them. They are just the booty call for them. They're just that paper marriage for them. They're just that, you can look at that this from that perspective as well. They're just for them someone they are sharing time with, or they have some interest with, but they were not so hard to approach. It was not as heartbreaking and shaking hands and sweating and losing their breath. It was not that hard to approach that other person and even have and form relationship with them, you know. It's not, because they don't mean that much to them as you do. If they lose you, they would lose everything. And yes, it's paradox. They're not with you, so they don't lose you. Yes, exactly. So your twin is not going in other words, they're going in for everything or nothing. That's why you have to wait. That's why you are waiting. That's why they are waiting, because they don't want to offer you some health deal. To them, from the moment they realized that you were their twin flame, whatever they label it, like, it doesn't matter. But from the moment they realized that you were the whole deal for them, you were the real deal for them, and they're not going to offer you health of anything. It's not how they view you and how they love you. They love you all the way, and they may be denying themselves to you all the way until that actual complete complete union is possible. So just bask in that knowledge that you just, if you were suspecting that, now I'm telling you that's what it is. And be happy, be happy, and be content. And if you are not, if you want to live in the victim uh, state of being, thinking, why is my twin with their karmic, why is karmic getting everything? Have you ever been friends with someone out of pity? Haven't you ever, like, took pity on a kid in a school that nobody wanted to talk to, and you befriended them? Have you ever had compassion for someone and couldn't let them go because you were afraid for them? Have you ever been blackmailed in relationship, and uh, someone is threatening to take their life because, if you leave them? What if your twin flame is such a good person that they cannot handle that right now, and they live in the relationship of pity? I know they shouldn't. I'm not saying they should. And if you've ever done that and had relationship out of pity, you learn your consequences out of that. But you got to let your twin learn on their own and get out of the situation on their own. You cannot push it. Don't be like a mother who's been through something in her life, and then she doesn't want you to experience the same thing, and she will be like, you know don't do that, I've done that. And stop you from living, and stop you from making your own mistakes, because you cannot learn from other people's mistakes. You can only learn through your own. Even sometimes we do it twice or three times until we finally learn. So just, you have to let your twin deal with their own thing. And I've just been downloaded something huge. It's lyrics from the song, and I don't know how I forgot this song, but when I was with the sacral chakra guy, he would channel this song to me, and I knew it was coming from my twin flame. He was really channeling my twin. I'm not kidding you. And the words just came in right now, and I didn't even know that I knew the lyrics. I'm just gonna recite them to you as they came, as their message to you from your twin. Because I got issues, but you got them too. So give them all to me, and I'll give mine to you. Oh God, I wish I could sing. I'm not a good singer. I'm afraid to sing, I guess. And I'll give mine to you. Bask in the glory of all our problems, because we got that kind of love that it takes to solve them. Yeah, I got issues, and one of them is how bad I need you. And I got issues, but you got them too. So give them all to me. I'll give mine to you. Bask in the glory of all our problems, because we got that kind of love that takes to solve them. Now, I don't really know who sings this. I can't remember. But I will put the link below as I find it. I'm going to look up the lyrics and remember. And I'm just going to put the video because I know the music is awesome. And I just want to say, if you're thinking that your twin flame is taking pity on another person but not on you, and how do you feel you're being alone and they're like sorry for that other person, think about that hard. Do you really want your twin to be with you out of pity? or do you want all as well, like all or nothing? And would you settle down for health of your twin, or health way, health way relationship? Or do you really understand now why they're keeping themselves away? They want the best for you, and that could be even financial deal. It could be whatever it is, as I said, in their head, in their heart, whatever they want for you more than you want for yourself. And you just want your twin to be with you. That's all you want. But think about that as, for example, parents who unconditionally love their children. They want their children to have everything, and sometimes children don't need everything. They just need their parents. But still, you have not, you cannot blame them for wanting that. You are amazing and you are awesome, and they know that, and you should know that. And once you realize that, then you will more easily understand your twin, what they're trying to do for you. But they may not say that to you, may not openly say this. Maybe they're not even fully aware, but subconsciously, that's why they are just keeping you on sort of waiting list until all is done and ready for you, and they are fully single, or fully financially able to, whatever it is. So they would never play any health game with you, because in twin flame love, there's no manipulation. There's no place for manipulation. We all sometimes manipulate things, our relationships, or friendships, and we do a little bit of manipulation here and there. There's no such thing with twin flames, so they stay away from you. If there's any chance they would manipulate anything or give you health truths or health love, then they'll rather do nothing until they can give you all. And you deserve nothing less than all of it, all of your twin flame. I send you my love, my kisses, my hugs, and lots of light. Peace be upon you. Stay tuned for the next video, and just be the best version of yourself every day and every second of your life. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.